Hello, welcome to my channel. I've lost 180 pounds with keto, carnivore, and counting calories. Thank you for watching. So the extra suet that from, rendering our meat, I've got a clean cast iron skillet right here. And I heated it up in the microwave for about 1 minute just to kind of melt it a little bit to make it easier to put in my skillet. I've got the skillet on. I'm putting the lid on it just to help it heat up a little bit. And we're going to try frying it up. I've done it in the past and I liked it. So we're going to fry it up. And got my handy dandy handle cover here. I sure wish I knew who you were so I could say thank you. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to heat this up. And it's going to render some more tallow. And I know this was bacon grease. So when this is done, when it's all done, I'll pour whatever's left from this round of it and pour it into here. Then I can use that like for frying eggs and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to let this heat up and I'll get back with you. Let's see how long of a process it is. It's 8:04. And as usual, quality assurance is here to make sure I am following OSHA standards. I don't have nothing on my fingers, buddy. Sorry. He's been scratching his ears a little bit. Those ears, we're going to have his surgery in 2 or 3 days. I don't remember. Today's the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So in 3 days, he's going to get his ear surgery. Yay! It's definitely popping. So I've got a screen over it now. And I'm putting a paper towel over that. But it's crisping up. See how it's getting darker? It's definitely crisping up. I'm going to treat it kind of like bacon crumbles. It can't be much different than that. I mean, maybe a little bit, of course. And I think when I'm done, I'll salt it. I don't know. I'll try it different ways and see what I think. But I want to let it keep going a little longer. It's 8:11, so it's been 7 minutes. So I'll get back in a minute. Well, several minutes. Okay, it's starting to burn. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out. I should get a slotted something or other. Which I think I have a slotted one of these. Hold on. Turn the heat off. I'll finish getting this and get back with you. Here's something you may or may not know about fat. I'm adding some salt to it. Fat melts plastic and breaks glass. There's something about, I guess it holds heat really well. And so I am letting that rendered fat that's in my skillet sit a few minutes. Like I have put things like fat, like this I actually put in the microwave. And in the past, it melts the plastic. I know, don't lecture me about plastic. But anyway, so I just want you to know that there's something about fat and heat because I've poured it into glass before and it shatters the glass. And so it's just something that, and when I microwave fat versus meat, it does something different. So let's see how this tastes. I may have put too much salt on it, who knows, but let's see. Ow. Look, I totally just lectured you about how fat holds on to heat. And big as life, I put one in my mouth. Sometimes I just want to smack myself. All right, hold on. I'll be back. In the meantime, while that's cooling, listen, I can't turn it the other way. I'm just not coordinating it. I have this and this. I'm going to pour this down into where my bacon grease was. That can go right back in there. Let me wipe off the side here so I don't have any problems later. There we go. I have this little glass sitting in this baking dish because if it's too hot and there's any breakage, it's okay. So that's where I'm going to put this. This was cooked a little, this is darker. So this is kind of just some extra lard or tallow mixed with that bacon grease. So I'll be able to put a lid on this and put this in the refrigerator with that ghee. So, all right, hang on. Okay, let's see what we think. That's fun. Now, it is straight up fat. So there's a lot of calories in it. But treat it like bacon. I'm glad I put the salt in it. I definitely cooked it too long. You can see like on this one. See how burnt that is? So next time I would do it definitely less amount of time. But I'm going to put these like in a little something or another. But instead of bacon, because I'm about to make breakfast. Instead of bacon, I'm going to put, how much do I do? I'll do 14 grams of this. So I'm going to go ahead and crack a couple eggs in here. I'm not adding there's a little of the stuff left in there. But, and like yesterday, I'm going to break the yolks. So that way, because I'm going to do it in well, good grief, Terry. I am just all kinds of messing these up. I'm going to break the yolks, and I'm going to do it on a wrap like I did yesterday. So, and this skillet is not really hot yet, so it'll take a little while for these to cook, but that's okay. I'll put just a little bit of salt, not a whole lot, because since I'm going to be putting some of that stuff in there, that I got a little too much salt on. And then black pepper. So I'll get back when they're further along. I lied. I'm going to sprinkle a little of this on there. Okay, so let me zero it out. Do it in grams. Just as if I'm putting some bacon pieces on it. There we go. I'm doing 12 grams because there was already some in there. And that'll get picked up on the back of the eggs. So now I'm going to cook those. I think I'm going to keep these in the freezer. I'm going to just put a sticker on it and just say fried suet. And just keep this in the freezer and I can pull them out when I want to use them. Since it's not preserved like bacon, I don't know if it's okay in the refrigerator. Although tallow is. I don't know. I'm just going to put it in the freezer until next weekend. Here's my egg life wrap. I think what I'll do is I'll just scoop this up, put that down, and just put that right on top of there. A piece of egg. Need a little cheese on it. I did end up putting the fat-free cheese in this little Ziploc. It's a mixture of mozzarella and cheddar. Just doing a little bit so I can kind of control where it lands. And then I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to turn the temperature down. But I'm going to cover it because I want to melt that cheese. But only for like a minute or two. Or well, maybe 1 minute. Timer, 1 minute. Okay, I'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, it's been 1 minute. Now to get this bad boy flipped over. I'm going to use both of these just to kind of have better control. There we go. Ooh, that's going to be good. That's going to be my breakfast. Breakfast quesadilla, man. A breakfast quesadilla. So I'll cover it for 1 more minute. And I'll be back. Okay. Pull this out. I'm going to scoop out the rest of this. Hang on. So something that's pretty cool is food stays hotter longer than microwaved food. I live off microwave food after I've cooked it, so I know the difference. But by the time I have cleaned my cast iron skillets, my food has cooled down enough that I can eat it. So that's pretty cool. You know, so when I'm home on the weekends, that's what I do. So Egg Life wrap, breakfast quesadilla. That suet gives it a different texture and flavor. Like bacon on beef. And I like it. It's good. So, my breakfast. See you at lunch. Lunch today is something I have never done. If you followed me, you know I have never made a chaffle. Not once. I bought these about 3 years ago when everybody was making chaffles. I bought a waffle one and I also bought a griddle one. I have never used it. So there's a lady I follow on TikTok and she spoke to my heart. She has lost like 400 pounds, but she's a vegetarian. And so that part didn't speak to me. But what spoke to me was she made her own version of onion rings. So this is the red onion that I have. Oh, wait. No. She put down, this is an egg I cracked and I pulled the yolk out of it. So this is just egg white. But she uses liquid egg whites. Nobody. Don't worry. Quality assurance is in the house and on high alert, making sure I do this right. And she put an onion in hers because she said it was her version of what do you call them things? Onion rings. So she spoke to my heart. Now I did not have any like other kind of onion, so this is what I got. So she put down the cheese, put down the egg, put down the onion, and then sprinkled a little bit more cheese on top of that. And then she closed it. Now, this might be a hot mess. I have no idea. But it's what we're trying. I don't even know how to tell when the thing is done, but we'll see. So, in the meantime, that's the chaffle portion. Now, let's get to the actual. So that, if I'm going to have an onion ring thing for my side, we're going to have like burger in a bowl over here. So, let me zoom in just a little bit. Yeah, that lady, I will hopefully remember. Her name is Teresa Marie. Or not Teresa, something about Teresa loses weight or Teresa something. I will really, editing Terry, please put the link to that TikTok lady's TikTok down below. Because really, she's lost 400 some odd pounds and she's done a really good job. So I'm making a burger in a bowl to go along with that. So this is some of that's pico de gallo, but just because it's tomatoes. And then I'm going to put a little bit of dill relish. Just a little. I'm making a burger in a bowl to go with my thingy. And a little bit of Dijon mustard. So, let's see how this is. Oh, I need some salt. Hello. But my light's still on. I think that means it's still going. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I bought these Dash things years ago. Like years. I'm going to put some umami in here. And a little bit of this roasted garlic and rosemary salt. Let me check. I think hers was a little more brown. But that lady does all kinds of chaffles. But I know you all have seen chaffles before on, well, all the keto channels. Everybody does chaffles. But she sung to my heart when she said onion rings, because onion's my favorite veggie. All right, I'm going to put this away. I'll be back. Okay. She did say something about she lets it go until she hears a click. And I did just hear a click. That's pretty interesting. Now, let's see. See how this thing works. Let's just flip it out. That looks pretty. She used fat-free cheese, and like I said, the liquid egg whites. And she said, I don't remember how many calories she said it was. Hold up. Let me just get up here. Oh, fella. All right, I'm going to let it cool before I take a bite because my mouth is delicate. Listen, I'm still whining. I don't want my mouth to end up like my arm, so I'll be back. All right, so let's try this onion ring chaffle. That's good. I should have put salt. Next time I will. But that's good. I like it. So if you want to make an onion ring chaffle, there you go. Just make sure to add salt. Okay, that's my lunch. Burger in a bowl and an onion ring chaffle. Bye. Supper tonight is going to be a kind of sort of repeat of breakfast this morning. So let me just kind of tell you. I am not sick, but I've been around some people who are. Now, not long enough that, anything like, I'm having no symptoms or anything, but I've just been in the vicinity. So I kind of had myself worked up a little bit earlier, not like super traumatic, but just, you get in your head sometimes. So anyway, just to be safe, I took a Mucinex, but it was the DM kind. Well, DM, I think that's the cough suppressant. And when you suppress a cough, that means you're going to get real sleepy. And so, anyway, I took some, and I'm just sleepy, and it feels kind of like morning, and I don't want anything big, although this might be big, I don't know. I don't want anything like, I don't want fruit or I don't want a bunch of veggies, and so I'm just having me a nice little carnivore style supper, but only because I took some medications earlier, and so, yeah. I never claimed to be the smartest person in the world. So, anyway, so what I am having, I am going to take some of this fried halloumi cheese, this cheese fries. I'm going to take a couple pieces of those, and I'm going to fry that up. Put one in there. Might take more than a couple. I don't know. Let's see. All right. There we go. I'm going to fry up some cheese. Just so it kind of sticks with me a little bit, So, I'll let those fry up, and let me find my lid. Got to find my favorite lid. And thankfully, I think it might have been Karen, but thankfully, y'all told me about buying this handle, because I'm telling y'all, if it weren't for you all, I just don't know what. You all have taught me so much. So I'm going to let this go for, does it say how long? That's oven. That's if you do it to 370. Then go 3 to 5 minutes. Well, all right, I'll see you in however long it takes. I just flipped them. It's funny what the brain does. Whenever I was a hairdresser and somebody would come in and, or we talk about lice that makes your head itch, or, you hear about somebody who's got scabies that makes your crotch itch. Sorry, Mom. Anyway, It's just funny how whenever you think about something, it gets your brain going and makes you think you're sick. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Quality assurance is on patrol. This is that fried suet. What I'm doing is just flipping these things. But this one looks like it's kind of starting to brown. I did not do them this way before. I just did them in the microwave before. I think I'm just going to pull them out here in a jiffy. But and then we'll fry up some eggs. Like I said, I just didn't want anything big and flavorful. Just wanted something kind of simple. That's the perks of standing by the chef. The two of the others know that. Baxter doesn't know that. He is too busy outside guarding the house all the time, worried about somebody breaking in, and making sure he's on alert all the time, which is terrible because I'm a heel because I'm not. I do call him in if they're all in here and get something. Don't get me wrong, but he just doesn't know the benefit that this one and the others do about if they hang out in here. Mom will probably give them a bite of something. Alright, so now let's fry up some eggs. Is that maybe not. Thought I saw a shell. I was chomping on this morning in my thing. I was just chomping away and I got a bit of shell. You know it's shell because it's crunchy. And nothing in the stuff that I had this morning was really crunchy. So, before I flip it, I'm going to break up a little bit of... These have been in the freezer. Just going to put a couple of these little crunchy pieces on there. Not getting too carried away. They're definitely fatty, but there we go. That's plenty. Okay, maybe just a little sprinkle more. And one more for my quality assurance. And then I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on the situation. So salt and a little pepper. And we'll get them covered. Oh wait, I was going to do that water thing. Hang on. Okay. Pour water around the outer edges of it. And then cover it. And turn it down. Timer, 2 minutes. See you in 2 minutes. Okay. I think these are going to be little lighter, little more, I don't know, softer than over medium. I don't typically turn down the temperature, and for some reason I did. So I had to let it go a little longer. They're just a little harder than over easy. I cut up the cheese that was underneath there. So, yeah, they're a little more like closer to over easy with the runny yolk. But that's okay. I don't mind. But anyway, so I'm going to just chop it up like this. And chop it up. And this is going to be supper. I'm just not, like I said, I got myself all drugged up and I threw those stupid things away. I couldn't remember if DM, I took it because I was thinking DM was the one that, made you not sleepy. Wrong. I was wrong. So anyway, yeah. I don't want to take a bite because I don't want to burn myself. But yeah, that's what I'm having for supper on Sunday. Okay, bye.